So, good evening, everyone, and welcome all to this very interesting and important webinar today. We'll just start the session in next couple of minute team so that बाकी लोग भी ज्वाइन हो जाए उसके बाद सेशन शुरू कर लेते हैं.
Hello everyone, hope you all are doing great. I'm Preeti, your host for today's session on Web Development Basics. I'm excited to introduce our distinguished speaker, Mr. Anil Giri, a seasoned corporate technical trainer with 2 decades of industry and training enterprises. Sir specialized in Java full stack development, web technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, and backend frameworks such as Spring and Spring Boot. Over the years, he has trained more than 5,000 learners across India and delivered 100 plus sessions for corporates, colleges, and professionals. He is widely recognized for his ability to simplify complex concepts into clear, practical learning experience. Having worked with leading organizations such as NIIT, Whitehead Junior, and Seven Mentor, he has successfully designed and delivered impactful training programs tailored to industry needs. With a strong focus on hands on project based learning, Sir prepared both professionals and students for real world success in the IT domain. His work has earned him multiple awards for excellence in training and mentorship, and he continued to inspire and empower learners through his engaging result driven approach. We are truly honored to have him here with us today to share his expertise and insights. So let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Anil Giri. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Preeti, for such a nice and detailed introduction about me. So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this first webinar from our side. And I hope you all are fine and doing well. So the agenda of today's this webinar is basically just to understand about how this entire IT industry works and specifically how does the web development thing comes in picture. And in case someone want to make the career into IT field, especially in front-end development or web development, then how and from where we can start. All right, so let me share my screen and Preeti just let me know once in case you are able to see my screen. Is my
Yes,
screen
sir.
visible to all of you?
Yes.
Online team, is my screen visible to all of you? Participants? Okay, so as I said earlier that the agenda today is we'll understand about the meaning of web development. And when we talk about web development, then what all things are there in the part of web development, how it has been designed, and which all tools and technology we should be learning about it. Secondly, how this web development is being recognized in industry as of now, how it is the demand in the industry. And then at the same time, we'll also try to focus on some real life experiences, some real life hands-on practices, like how we can design a live application. And not only that, we will also understand about the scope and the salary of the web developers across India, across various cities, as well as across the world. To begin with, this session is like very user friendly for everyone, those who are from IT background or from non-IT background and are keen to learn something in IT. So let us understand why do we need to learn the web development. Let us understand, let's talk about why is there a need to talk about web development. A very simple question is, why would someone ask you to create a web or a website? The simple answer is people will reach out to you to create a website for them only in the situation when they want to take their business online. For example, today, suppose you have your own business and you are starting it today Today is the busiest day, and then it is like auspicious day. You plan to start this today itself, and you wanted that the people should know about your business. So what you did, you did a lot of marketing, advertisement here and there, informed your friends and colleagues and relatives. They all came to your place and they were able to see your office. But with all this activity which you did, so that people are able to know that yes, you've opened a business, and that is where they can approach you in case they need that kind of service from you. But then the problem in this kind of approach is people only that diameter or within that area will be able to know about your business, product, service, and opportunity. What if you want people all over India should be knowing about it? What if you want to take the business global all over the world? Then this offline way of talking or interacting to the people will not be sufficient on. That is where the need of a web, that is the website, comes in picture. Okay, and we all understand that in today's world, not a single business can uh, go big without a website. So just to talk about that, what all things we should be knowing, so we will be learning about what tech stream we should choose. In case I want to create a website, there are many ways to create a website. Then what tool should we learn? What tool will fit to me based on my background? Because as we go for a shopping, it is not compulsory that the same attire, same color, same brand will be applicable or selected by everyone. Likewise, there are many tools in web development. Then which tool will fit you so that you can start this journey simply, easily, and effortlessly. All right? Let us talk about it from where we can start. As I said earlier, that we'll talk about what is web development, then how it is, what is the scope, the market, and salary, and many things. What is web development? Just now we spoke about this, the need of web development. Why will someone approach to you to create the website? We spoke about it just now. Let us understand that what are the parts of web development? Does a web means only creating a website? Or is it only a simple language because of which we are able to design the website? Or is it too complex, too hard, too difficult to learn? What it is? Let us understand what is a website. And then we will try to figure out to create that what all things we should learn. Not only that, what is the process to create an entire end-to-end website? Let us understand that. And for that, let me open a website to give you a real life example. Let's say I want to do some shopping, being a festival season. So I can go to any shopping site. Let's say I'm opening rgo.com. It is one of the like popular website, e-commerce website, from where we can go and buy anything. I'm just opening a particular page. We can go and open any page. Now we're talking about how a website looks like and what all thing would have been added here to design this kind of beautiful websites. And even how you all can even do this designing from your. So if you see this, this entire thing is having lot many options here. Like we have your menu coming up, which is called as menu bar. In short, it's option. Then here we have lot many choices available. And then in the center of the screen, we can see a lot of products, which is having the image, the product name, description, review, and rating, and some prices. And I'm sure you all agree to the fact that whatever image we are seeing here right now it may not remain in the same position going forward because it keeps on changing based on the festival, based on the season.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, actually, are you showing any website?
Yes, my screen is not visible.
No.
My slide was visible to all of you.
Sir, actually, we are going to we are able to see that page where what is web development.
Okay. Let me stop this again. Let me share my screen. I'll say screen. I select the screen. I'll key. Now can you see my screen? Website.
Yes.
So usually it does not happen because I share entire screen. Okay, Rajeshwar, thank you. Okay, so I was talking about that in case you want to design this kind of website, which is here. So basically, I open one e-commerce website from where we can purchase something online. The site was like Ajio. We can open any site because the way they work is it is same. So again, I'll go back so that you all can see it. So I just open a new tab and then I try to open a website here. For the ease of reference, I'm just opening Myntra site, let's say. Because this is like one of the common websites we do shopping. I'm just opening this one. The point here is what is the website, what all thing it includes. That is something we're talking here with this example. Let's open any of the link. So I'm just going to the home. We all know this, we have an option here. So I go here in the home tab. And then from here, I can just click on, let's say, fountain or something like that. Okay. So now we can see that the respective page has come and then we are able to see the desired output on this web page, wherein we have the menu constant, then various options on the left side, wherein we can apply some filter and we can get that kind of output coming on the right side. Now we all agree to the fact that whatever product we are able to see here, the product image is coming here, and then the name, the description, the review and rating, and the pricing. This will not remain same at the same position in coming months. These all will keep on changing based on the seasons, based on the festival. Question number one is how this is happening. What is happening? As of now, because of the current festival, we have this image coming up here. But in next couple of months or in next few weeks, we'll be having something else coming up. Then what it is which is making the constant change on the website? Not only this, if you open any of the section here, let's say I go to the main section and then I try to open, for example, some formal sections. Hmm. On this page as well, whatever brand, color, and cloth you are able to see right now, but it's quite sure that the same will not be there at same place in few weeks. This brand may not be here in few weeks. Something new will come. Question is, what made it to be there as of now, and how it is changing automatically? Second, in case you all want to build such kind of website, which is very common, then what all skill you should have? In any website or in any web-based application, whatever you are able to see on the screen as of now is called as front end. Now, please understand, please be careful, or I can say, please be relaxed. You don't have to remember each and every word as of now, whatever we are talking here. Just for your ease of understanding, I'm just using the word so that you are able to differentiate between various concepts involved in designing. In any website, whatever comes in front of you, that is called as front end. As in movie, we see, lot of people, actor, actresses, villain, and lot of support staff. But we all agree that movie is not made only with the help of those people. There are many people, support staff, producer, director, and many people. They all together make that movie. And then to whom we see? Only the people who come in front of camera. Likewise, this website is having so many things into it. So whatever we see on the front, that is called as front end. And all these informations, that is the rating, the product name, the brand, pricing, even the product images, they all are coming, they all are stored somewhere else. And that place is called as backend. Back end. They are not leading from the front, they are in the back. They're equally important. They are backend. Any and every website is combination of front end and back end. Because why backend is important? Because tomorrow, if I want to reduce the price of this particular item, I will have flexibility of doing that without changing my website. Because website does not get created every day. So in case you want to make any change to any of the content of the website, that is what you do in backend. So any and every website is a combination of front end and backend. All right. Now, since we are here for the web development, that means we talk about front end. So how we can design all this part? I was talking about earlier how it is happening, what it is making that as of now we have this item available, but in a few weeks it might change. Some other new brand may appear at first place. That all possibilities there because of backend. So front end is giving you a platform to fill something. A kind of front end is giving you the layout to fill something inside it. And the data is coming to you from backend. And this is how the entire website is been created, which is combination of your front end and backend. Let us talk about the process. What all process we follow in designing and development of such applications. And I hope you all can see my slide. Yeah?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
All right. So now let us understand about the steps. Now we spoke about, as of now, we've spoken about the how the front end and back end are integrated together to create a complete website. Let us understand about the process involved in creating all of that. So any development starts with planning. So the first step here is planning. Planning of what? Planning of having clear idea in mind of what kind of website you want to create or you want to be created. Let's say I'm a businessman. I want a website for me to be created. So I should have the clear picture in mind that what all content my website should have. That entire thing should be there very much. Secondly, so I'm a person who is having the idea in the mind that I want to create my website. Not compulsory that I'm the one who will create it. I'm a businessman. I'm a non-IT person. But because I have a vision of taking my business online, therefore, I want the website to be created. And therefore, what I do, I meet IT people from the industry. In today's session, we will also have some live demonstration to understand how this IT thing works. But before that, let us understand the process. So then this all remaining process that is starting from design, development, and then testing, deployment, and maintenance, this entire thing has been taken care by software developers, web developers. Okay. So design means how the website will look like. They'll present some design to you. If you agree, they'll start development. In a few months, the site is ready. They'll test it's working properly or not. If it is done, then they'll deploy. Deploy means you can access the site from anywhere. The way we were able to open Myntra.com site right now, similar way you can access your own website with internet connection around you. So I hope this gives the clear picture that why do we need to create a website and what all things are there in the website and how they are designed in terms of processes. Let's move on and talk about why it is the future. There are many parts, many things into the IT industry, but still, why the web is very important and what all things are there in the web which will make it very simple and easy to learn. So the answer is the web is having very huge community support and documentation. That means in case you stuck somewhere, there are many people around you who can help you. Not only this, there are many startups and big companies who start their development from web itself. And here we can create scalable means the application which can be used across various platforms. Not only this, it is quite easy also to learn. It does not require very complex logic, and that all you will see practical today also. So one, it has very good communication, community support. Second, it has been followed in high frequency. Third, it is scalable. That means it can be used across various platforms. And lastly, very important, it is beginner friendly. To learn this, you don't require any prior knowledge of IT, or you don't have to be expert in math, science, or any subject like that. Let's talk about in case I learn this web development, then what kind of job I may be getting in. Till now, we've spoken about the need of web. We spoke about the structure of a web. We spoke about why should we learn web, which means that if I'm a student who had just passed out from the college and I heard that the IT field is booming, for example, then from where to start? What courses I should do? And that course is to begin with web development. Why? We have seen many reasons of why. Now, suppose you have learned the web development. So what kind of job we can get in the market? So on your screen, you can see that these are some of the job profiles available, which you can get once you are done with the course of web development. Like you can be a front-end developer. Now, what is the meaning of front-end? We spoke about it. Whatever you see on the screen when you open a website is called as front-end. You can be one of the person who can design all that. You can be a UI developer. UI stands for user interface. In any website, how the website will look like, the premium quality website. To create that kind of premium look and feel, the role of UI developer is very, very important. Not only that, you can also create a lot of games using one of the tool called as JavaScript. The JavaScript is one of the tool or language which you learn under web development. In case you learn the web development, you have a lot of options open for you in career. Let's see what all tool we have which we can use to learn web development. As I said earlier that to learn web development, you don't have to be very good in math or in any subject. These are the basic tool available from where we start. To begin with, we start the course with the technology called as HTML, which is the foundation of the entire web-based application. Any website and every website will always start from HTML only. It is as good as suppose you are creating or building a home for yourself, your dream home. How do you make the home? We first visit the contractor, I mean the architect. We tell him the requirement, and based on the requirement, he creates the layout for us, right? And by following that layout with the help of contractor, we get the home constructed. Similarly, HTML decides the structure of your web page. How a web page should look like. In your home case, like how many floors you have, how many rooms you should be having, right? How many balconies and all that stuff. The structure of your home is given in the layout. Similarly, in web page, HTML talks about structure of the web page. Second is, so you start the course by learning HTML first, and then CSS, which talks about cascading style sheet. Cascading style sheet. Now, that's the full form. What is the role of cascading style sheet here? It allows you to add styling in your website. If you take the example of home again, so after the construction, the painting, coloring, all interior work is called as CSS in website. Okay. Now let us see the practical part of it. So let me again go back to the website and I'll show you practical how much important the CSS is. Okay. And I hope you all can see my website screen, right? Hmm?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
All right. The same website which is looking like this right now, let us open, let me inspect it. And I'll show you how important is this CSS. As of now, my designing is something like this. I can see the image is coming properly aligned here. Okay. So let me come here and from in this code, I'll just try to remove CSS. Now you all can see that the same website is looking something like this. There is no image, there is no decoration, nothing. And this tells that how important is the availability or the presence of CSS in the website. It is as good as your home is made, constructed, but no interior, no painting, nothing, just the structure. Okay? So I'm sure by now you would have understood the importance of learning CSS. Welcome back again. Now the CSS is back, and we can see that the same website is not now giving me proper output as I wanted. Proper aligning, proper orientation and everything. In previous example, what I did, I removed CSS from the website temporarily, not permanent, temporarily. Okay. I hope you're able to relate this example. So next thing which you learn in your web development course is called as JavaScript. Very important. JavaScript. J stands for JavaScript. This is the part of code which has certain action in your website. That means in the shopping site, when you click on add to cart option, add to cart, the item gets added there. You say checkout, you get the payment page. All that kind of job, all the actionable item is being done using JavaScript. All the actionable item can be done using JavaScript. In case of your home example, let's say you have your TV, washing machine, fridge, and everything. When you press the remote button, TV gets on. Similarly, with happens with the washing machine and fridge also. So wherever there is an action happening, that part is done using JavaScript. Like add to cart, checkout, login, log out. This all part is done using JavaScript. The next thing which you learn there is either React or Angular between these two. So these two are like a kind of framework which helps you to understand how you can beautify your application. Which means your home is created. You've done all your paintings. But your furniture fixing should be in a way so that tomorrow, in case you want to shift somewhere, you don't have to struggle a lot in removing furniture. Tomorrow, in case you have to shift somewhere, your furniture fixing should be in a way so that you don't have to struggle a lot. In other terms, whenever you design any website, the speed of the website is also very important. Fraction of second delay is also very, very important. It's a huge delay. You can imagine that a Facebook or Instagram nowadays, there are many people using it at the same time. If it delays by a fraction of second for everyone, you cannot imagine how many minutes of delay you'll receive at your end. In simple term, React and Angular you can use to enhance the performance of the application plus their look and feel as well. There are many applications which are designed using React. So React is one of the library of JavaScript only. The job of this library is to enhance the look and feel of the website, plus help you in speed, performance, because of its designing, the way of working. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, these all are designed using React. Very simple example I'll give you here. Let's say I'll just stop this again. I'll just open this quickly, the website. I'll share this. I share my entire screen again. I'll show you what happens if the website is designed using React. Okay. All right. Now please pay attention, team here. Is it getting refreshed when I click somewhere? Whenever I'm trying to click something here, is it getting loaded? Again, I repeat again. Whenever I'm trying to open or click on this particular item, is there something happening on this place or this place? Please see. Anything happening? PT, are you able to see any change happening in terms of the file is getting processed, the image is getting processed?
Yes, sir.
Huh? So as of now, are you all able to see these both the tabs, this one and this one? Yeah. Okay. Now let me open the React website. Or let's say I open YouTube, for example. I click any of the video, for example, I click here. What happened? Did it open? Did it took time like that? Did it processed here? Is it like moving round and round and round like this? This one? Not this. This one. I can click on this. Now you're understanding about the advantage of adding React in your application. Okay, please keep an eye here. Is it like processing, loading? Is it happening like this? I'm trying to open one more video here itself. Okay, and see that please. Let's say I just try to open randomly any of the video, for example. Nothing happened here, right? Again, please see carefully. If I click on this, if you try to open a new video, nothing will happen there. Here, okay, this will not reload. All right. Nothing happened here. All right. Likewise, if you try to open the YouTube link or the Facebook anywhere, it will not refresh. Okay. And that is happening only because of React. It only happens because of React. And that helps you to gain the performance. So I'm not getting into the technical part of the React, how the React works and all that stuff. The very simple example was just to showcase all of you what happens in case you're using React in a website. In simple term, it helps you to enhance the performance and the speed of the application or the website. Likewise, we can also choose Angular. Angular is again one of the tools to develop the website, which is larger than the React, and it has its own benefit and drawbacks. So overall, in case you want to be a web developer, a front-end developer to be precise, we have to learn all these languages one by one, starting from HTML, followed by CSS, JavaScript, React, and Angular. And we all have seen that what kind of profile we'll be getting in job once we have learned about the front end or we have become web developer. Let's understand the industry-wise acceptance of these technology. That means in case you have become a front-end developer or web developer, in what all industry you may have a chance. You can see here, most of the industry are using the web-based application. And simple reason because they want to take their business online. They want so that more and more people get to know about their business, product, support, and services. You can see that healthcare industry, hospitals, clinic. Very simple example. Again, I'm not promoting anyone. Very simple example. Practo, right? We book online consulting. Likewise, many platforms are there. Lot of edtech platform, lot of travel tourism website. Again, no promotion, but make my trip, Ixigo, right? Clear trip, IRCTC, social platform. We all know they all are developed using web-based technology. Likewise, fintech means industry involved into financial. Fin means financial. Paytm, PhonePe, all the banking applications, banking websites, all. That's a website, it's a web-based application. Shopping site, that's e-commerce, media, manufacturing, and various logistic websites. Logistic industry, they all have adopted technology so that the business grows and people take advantage of it. We can understand that how huge market we have right now for web development. Therefore, if I become a good web developer, the scope of the job for me is very, very high because of the huge number of industries. Same here. The some of the example of various domains, various websites who have adopted technology in the form of web development. Netflix, we all know, right? Babylon Health, that's a consulting website. Those who are interested for the stock market and all, for them it is like the Robinhood. A lot of other websites, Facebook, Airbnb, Coinbase, ePool, and Uber, Ola, and all that stuff. Only simple reason is that we want to grow our business, and at the same time, we want the people to take benefit of it. It is not only about business, it is also about their convenience so that their life becomes easy. It is not only about earning money, it is also about making other people's life easy, beneficial. And we all understand that in presence of all this tool, the life has become easy. Uber, to book a cab, you don't have to go anywhere else. From the comfort of your home, you can simply book it in a minute. To consult any doctor, in case you are not able to go anywhere, you can take any online platform to consult, book appointment there. These are benefit to the people. Keeping business aspect aside, these are benefit to the people. And we understand that how big is the scope of a web developer. So So how we can be web developer? We have seen earlier also. We can begin with HTML, styling. Okay. We can see the JavaScript part for the action. When you click on add to cart option, the product gets added there. Version control is basically the internal part of the development. So we'll not talk about this as of now. That is for the internal development. In framework, we had the React and Angular, and we all have seen practical benefit of the React. How does the React benefits us? It helps us in the faster implementation of the application or faster response. And I'm sure by now you may be getting excited to learn about web development. That is so interesting. In a mobile phone, you find many applications. In a laptop, you can open anything, any websites. And each and every one of us, I'm sure, may be aware of or remember at least 20 to 30 website name which we use from the category of media, entertainment, social platforms, movie, learning, shopping, many things. Because this all platform makes our life easy. Let us talk about the process of reaching to different level in career once you do web development course or you learn web development. So we can see here that we are starting here an aspiring developer who learns the foundation skill of web development. He knows how to start building a project, an application, and then he adds something more to it by learning frameworks and extra tool there. He works with industry in the beginning to gain some experience, and post that he becomes experienced or expert front-end developer, wherein he can get a full-time job or he can be a freelancer. It tells us the step-by-step process of being a web developer, starting from thinking to learn about it till getting a job in the industry. Now let us talk about which are the countries are there who hire the software people from different platforms. You can see that in India, USA, UA, UK, and across many other countries, we have all these platforms wherein you will find the job of web developers. And these are real-time data. You can go to Naukri, you can go to LinkedIn or Glassdoor, you can search there. Web developer opening or web developer job, you'll find many openings there. Now, if I get a job, the next question would be about salary. That is again very important. You can see here some of the salary being listed about which is being paid to the web developers across various cities. Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune, Delhi, NCR, and Mumbai. These are the average range of salary of a good web developer. When I say good, that means he is aware of the concept. He knows what to design and how to design. He knows about the deployment and everything. And I'm sure this would motivate you more and because in today's world, getting a job with decent salary is not so easy. And being in the industry which is like in heavy demand, But the good or decent amount of package to begin with is again a boon. Now again, the salary comparison for the web developers across India and the many other countries in the world. So an entry level web developer gets approximately this much amount of CTC. And similarly, these are the range of CTC across various country for the entry level web developers, which means a person who may be having 0 to 1 year of experience may have this kind of CTC coming up. Likewise, we can see for mid-level and senior level web developers between 2 to 5 years here and then 5+ years experience here. I'm sure along with your expertise and experiences, the salary will keep on growing. Now, the current fear, that is AI. You know, we all have AI in hand. You want answer of anything, simple, open AI. There are many platforms, many tools of AI. Open it, search it, and then you'll find the solution. Any question, AI can answer you. And there are a lot of news in the market that the AI can replace the software professionals. But is it so true that AI will replace software professionals? Maybe, may not be. The better fact, maybe, may not be. Why maybe? Because in case I'm not making AI my companion, I may be replaced. But if I'm leveraging the use of AI in my job, then I will grow. Because AI for me is a tool to enhance my work, to expedite my work. AI is not my enemy. There are various AI tools which helps you to do your job in lesser time. So no matter whatever time it, if in case you have right set of skills and experience, there's nothing which can stop you from getting job. So therefore, your web knowledge plus AI will help you to get a future-proof ready career in web development. Or you choose any track in IT, your career is like future-proof. No need to worry about it. So AI is not enemy, that is companion, it is friend, it is helping tool. So this was about the glimpse of why web-based application, why to think about the website, what is a web-based application, and then to become a web developer who designs the web-based application, what all things we can learn, we should learn, what is the flow, what is the advantage of learning this tool, and then we spoke about the job scope, then the salary in India across various cities and salary across various countries around the world. Let us do some practical and understand how and what kind of code we can write to create a portfolio for anybody. Okay. So now what is a portfolio? Portfolio is basically a digital form of your resume, in short, which talks about who you are, your strengths, and some of your activity which you would have done in your professional life. Of course, any and every portfolio can be designed in many ways. This example is just to demonstrate you and show you how, with the basic knowledge of the web-based application, you can design your own portfolio as well. Because in any interview, resume is one thing, but if in case you have your own portfolio, it adds a lot many things there. And having a portfolio for your job search helps you a lot. So that is where you can showcase your activities, your projects in a more simple and easier manner. So I'm sure by now you also remember some of the front-end tool like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So now using these three tools, we have made very simple portfolio. So let me share my screen so that you all can see that portfolio. And then we will talk about it, how this portfolio is created. How does HTML look like in this? And then what is the role of CSS and where does the JavaScript fit in? Now share my screen. This is the demonstration of simple portfolio website in front of you, which has been designed using very simple tool. HTML for the structure, and then CSS for the styling, and a bit of JavaScript for some actionable item. We'll talk about it. We can see here that this is like simple portfolio, which is having this kind of menu coming up here. This talks about this is my home page. I click on about, I go to the about section. I click on portfolio, I go to the portfolio section, my services section. I click on skills, that will take me to the skills. Likewise, whatever job I have done, whatever project I have made in my career till now to showcase, I can mention all of them here. And that link will take me here in this section. So overall, you too can create a beautiful profile for yourself after learning basic of the web application, that is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now, what kind of code we have written here to create this portfolio? And of course, this portfolio is not the one which we can design in 5 minutes or half an hour of time. It takes at least 2 to 3 hours to design this kind of portfolio. But creating this portfolio is very easy, super easy. So let us inspect this and understand how does the CSS in this helps me to build this application or the portfolio nicely. So likewise, before what I'll do, I'll remove CSS from here. You can see here, previously we had some color. We had the proper alignment of all the options here. The image has become bigger, which is not actually it should be. The entire thing is coming very simple. No styling here, no coloring, no formation, no alignment, nothing is happening. Image is not there. You can see. This is hard coded. So whatever you see on the screen as of now is the thing which you can do. You can make, you can design using plain HTML, simple HTML. If I simply use HTML only, I can create such kind of application. One second, team. If I use only HTML, we can create this kind of website, simple website without styling. Presence of presence of CSS makes it beautiful. I'll refresh it to get it back. All right. Let us go back to the code and understand about what kind of code we have written here to create this interesting portfolio. This portfolio is like a digital form of application, or I can say digital form of resume about you, which talks about who you are, about your skills, about the kind of job you have done, the kind of project you have made, and of course your contact. So these are some of the codes written there to create that portfolio. Preeti, can you see my screen, black screen now? Something is written there, some code.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now please do not get confused by looking at this entire code, like what is this section, class, and all that stuff. These are super duper simple and easy, or I can say these are the simplest thing to learn. Again, I'm not saying because I know this thing. I'm saying because of the fact that it is easy to learn. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll just try to make some changes here and we'll see how that change or what kind of change is happening in the website. As of now, we have seen that how does the CSS contributes to my application. In this current project, I'm having a lot many images coming up. I have some code here. I have some JS file and CSS file. Again, you don't have to worry about what is the meaning of JS or CSS. In simple term, there is my styling file, which adds color, background, and all that alignment. The beauty work of my website is done in this file. So I've written here some kind of code which helps me to add that kind of beautification or coloring, alignment, and all that stuff in my web-based application.
Sir,
Hmm?
we can only see the home page.
Okay, that's why I asked you. Can you see my code? I'll stop this. Can you see the code right now?
Yes.
It's on black screen. Okay, great. So I was talking about that the website which we have designed is having lot many things into it. But to understand it simply, we can discuss about, so we have some images there, a file, some JS, and some CSS. Again, you don't have to worry about that. What is the code which I'm writing here, and then how I'll remember all this code. These codes are super duper simple and easy to learn and understand. As I said earlier, I'm not saying because of the fact that I'm having these many years of experience. I'm saying that these are super duper easy to learn. And remember, in IT industry, what is more important is knowing the concept. And you remember all this thing by practice. In your school days also, when you started learning about a number, alphabets later, it did not come in one day, right? Similarly, this is also very easy. This comes by practice. What is simple here is it is very easy to learn. This is the best part of it. So HTML, to begin with, HTML is the one which decides the structure of my page, portfolio page, which means like we have some option there, we have some heading there, some photo there, some content there. that all job you can design right in HTML. The decoration part was done using your CSS styling. This one. Again, you don't have to understand each and every code as of now because that is not something in the agenda of the class, the meeting today. But just to show you that this file, the CSS file or the styling will help you to add the beautification to my website. And the last part is my JavaScript. You would have seen that in a website it was coming. I am so and so developer. That was coming only because of JavaScript. I'll show that site again. JS means JavaScript. Whatever I'm writing here, this all will appear automatically in my application, in my website. Not the application, in a website. Let me show that outcome again so that it all can relate it. I'll make the change in the code again so that you all can see the difference in the output. So I'm sure you can see the website. So this running text here, which tells that, yes, my name is so-and-so, and I am a full stack Java developer. Then it is getting erased. It's showing front-end developer. Second role, again back, erased. And third is backend developer. It is showing 3 roles because I had written those 3 roles there in my JavaScript file. As said earlier, in your application, whenever you want to have the actionable part, something happening automatically, adding the item in the cart, displaying some message automatically, dynamically. Dynamically means it keeps on changing. It is not fixed. Like these all are fixed. But this is changing. There are 3 roles which I have defined in my coding. Because of those 3 roles, it is displaying 3 roles here. If you go back there and in front of you only, I change live. This is my code. I'll add 2 more roles here. Okay. I'll say UI designer. I'll say corporate technical trainer. I'm adding 2 more roles here as well. I'll just save it. I'll go to file. I'll simply say save. That's it. This is my JavaScript code. And we all have learned previously that JavaScript means actionable part in the website. So I'll just go to my website again. And then you'll be able to see this change there.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, in between.
Yeah,
Actually, we have one session feedback form which I would like to launch and like to request everyone, guys, please do fill it out. If you have any suggestions or anything, you can write there.
sure. So team, meanwhile, you can just see the change happening here in between. So previously we did not have this kind of role coming up. Now it is coming. And you can see in total of 5 role coming up in your application, in your website. So Preeti, I guess before we move on to the feedback, we can have a Q&A.
Uh, yeah, like side by side, we can continue.
So all I think this was the simple demo for all of you to understand about what kind of code we should write to create this kind of portfolio application. Very simple and basic portfolio website which we have made here, and how HTML, CSS, and JavaScript contribute in designing this basic portfolio site. All right. So now the window opens for the Q&A. So you all are free to ask the question and doubt which you have. We'll love to answer them.
Okay, so we have few questions.
Yeah.
Uh, First one, as a beginner, what should be my first focus in web development? Mastering front-end basics or directly exploring frameworks like React?
So if in case you are a beginner, I would always suggest that you start with the basic first,
Okay, okay,
which is HTML, CSS, JavaScript.
okay. Okay. Another question. Sir, like if you want, like you can stop sharing screen also.
Yeah.
Okay. Which AI tool is now assisting in coding? How should a beginner balance learning fundamental versus relying on such tool?
That's a very good question. And clapping to you for asking this question. And thanks for asking this question so that it is beneficial to all of you, whoever is attending here. As of now, if I talk about the beginner friendly, so when I say beginner friendly, I'm a learner. I'm not having any kind of job in my hand. So as of now, even Chat GPT is more than sufficient for you to help you in learning new things.
Okay.
Okay. Only thing
Okay.
is you should know what all thing you want to do in the website. You can simply give right set of instruction there. It will help you.
Okay. Thank you. Another question. This portfolio can be shared with anyone only after making it live on the web and paying for it.
So as I said earlier, that in a website there are two parts into it. One is called as the front end. Second is called as back end. Okay. So as of now, the site which you saw, the portfolio which you saw, it had only front end. Okay. It did not have any kind of back end. Yes, this can be freely hosted on any platform because there are many platforms. Like you can host it on GitHub, you can host it on the Netlify as well, and you can share the link which can be used by anybody else. The free of cost also you can access it, you can host it.
Okay. Another question. Can a 4 years experience of other domains switch to web development?
Yes, you can switch to web development because there is no prerequisite into it. Just start. You need to understand that how you can leverage your past experience here in terms of the career experience negotiations. To answer, yes, you can switch.
Okay. Another question. How can a beginner start understanding deployment like hosting website on cloud or GitHub pages?
See, so I always tell that if in case you are a beginner and you want to learn about how to be host, so hosting के लिए, I mean the Netlify, GitHub, these are the very simple and basic platform you should try with. And post that, you can also start creating some free account on various other hosting platform. And you can apply there, deploy there.
Okay. Okay. Another question. Which trend in web development do you think beginners should watch out for in the next 2 to 3 years?
All right, so great question here, whoever had asked this, and because the agenda was today to talk about the web development. And when we talk about web development, it is also having many stream into it. Okay. So to begin with, I always tell that you can start the basic that is like MERN stack, okay, or mean stack. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just take my charter.
Okay, sir. So can we move to another question?
Yes.
Hello. Sir, am I audible?
I can hear you. Yes, Preeti, you can go on, please.
Okay. Okay. Another question. What is the biggest gap between that colleges teach and what the industry actually expect from web developers?
So again, that's a very genuine and bitter truth I can say. But it is not only about the IT, it is for every subject. Okay. So
Okay.
yes, we all know that the curriculum has to be upgraded. All right. So of course, there is a gap in this. How much and what is right, what is wrong? I'm not here to comment on that part, but yes, there's a gap. But the industry requirement is something different, and the what we learn is something different. So in short, in one liner, there's no practical exposure. Okay, and that comes when you learn separately.
Okay, okay. So another question, how is AR/VR changing the way we think about the web? Will web developers need to learn 3D and immersive design?
So it is always additional. I mean, it is always beneficial if you learn something, extra. In IT, if you learn more and more things, you get paid more about it. You are like securing a place more. It's like that, you have a simple plate of food which is having like plain food. If you add some more spices into it, add some more dish into it, it is always beneficial to you.
Okay, so here, like, let's move to our last question. This is what's the one future skill in web development that most students today aren't paying attention to, but will be in demand soon?
Okay, so it has not come yet and it will be in demand soon. So see, there are many things which comes in picture because every 6 months, we keep on getting something new. So when we talk about web development and you want to be into the web development only, which I said that it is combination of two things, one is front end and back end, both together, then it's not about something new coming up. It is like what is will be in demand in coming years also. So I always recommend to learn Java full stack syllabus because that is something which has been sought since many years in the past and it will always remain in future as well.
Okay, so we are done with the question. But before ending the session, would you like to give any piece of advice to the freshers who are learning or want to like enter this field?
Yes, certainly. So I would first of all I would like to thank everyone to be here till the end and taking out the time and attending this entire webinar to understand about the importance and the process of becoming a web developer. Now to the newcomer, because we all understand that there are certain gaps in what we learn in the academics and what has to be in industry, what we should learn. If in case you have made up your mind that yes, you want to pursue your career in the IT field, so that means learning this thing is not difficult. Do not wait for the perfection. You can start from beginning. Always start step by step. Do not worry about okay, so I have to learn 10 things together. How can I learn? What will happen if I don't learn it? Nothing will happen. Wherever you are, if you've decided to learn something in IT, please start from day one itself and do step by step. To first decide your path, what you want to be. Do you want to be a web developer? Decide that. In that, choose your track. Do you want to be the full stack developer, which I always recommend that you should be? Then start in that. Do not wait for the perfection. That comes only by practice. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so
I think
much.
somebody else had some question. I had one question, something.
Somnath is right.
Kuldeep.
I have a question. Somnath, please, if you have any question, please write it down in a Q&A tab. Okay, Kuldeep is asking scope on web development.
तो कुलदीप भाई स्कोप ऑफ वेब डेवलपमेंट इज लाइक वेरी हाई बिकॉज सी सिंपल सी बात है कि भाई एज एंड व्हेन द बिजनेस कीप्स ग्रोइंग दे विल ऑलवेज नीड पीपल टू डेवलप द एप्लीकेशन फॉर देम इन सिंपल योर लैंग्वेज अगर दुकानें खुलेंगी तो आपकी वेबसाइट बनाने का काम भी आपके पास आने वाला है तो देन देयरफॉर द स्कोप ऑफ द वेब डेवलपमेंट डेवलपर्स आर वेरी हाई.
Okay. Another question, Mahendran. He's asking, what does Angular framework do in web development apart from CSS and React JS?
Okay. So as I had given the example while discussing about the various tools in web development, so Angular basically helps you to design the robust application so that this application becomes more and more robust and secure.
Okay. Somnath is asking, I want to develop a healthcare website on my own. Which tool should I use, sir? Can it be done free of cost initially?
So Somnath, I mean, good question. But then, can you please clarify what do you mean by free of cost? Is it like free of cost learning or free of cost hosting? Okay, so in case you want to say that you want to learn it free of cost, there are various resource material available on the platform. I mean, online as well. You can learn from there. You can begin from uh, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and all that stuff. Hosting, Somnath, I got this message. Hosting, I mean, of course, it can be free, but then if in case you are trying to commercialize it, of course, you have to host on the right platform.
Okay.
Last one question.
Shailendra is asking, how can I learn Angular React.js skills?
Again, there are many platforms available. Whichever platform, whichever language suits to you, simple and easy, you can start from there.
Okay. One more last question. What is difference between full stack and browser stack?
All right. That's very good question. Full stack, I mean, as the name says that, if full stack means you are creating an application which is combination of the backend and front end both. That means if you, because I didn't want to confuse to all of you because the topic today was the web development. And again, in web development, we have a lot of many streams there. That is the MERN stack, mean stack, and then Python stack, all that thing. So it had a wide range of tracking to it. We all can choose based on our level of understanding and comfort. But then yes, full stack means you are the one who is designing into an application which is having backend and then a front end both, which may be in backend you may have a combination of Java full stack, you may also have a Python full stack, you may also have a .NET full stack. Okay. So it is up to you. Wherein I always recommend that one should start learning Java full stack because that is the one which has been uh, searched by most of the banking sector industries. Okay. And that has been there in demand since many years and it will remain in the same way in coming year as well. And the next question, what he had?
No questions. We are done with all the questions now. Okay, so I think we are done. Thank you so much, sir, for delivering such a clear and engaging session. And we truly appreciate you taking time to share your knowledge with us. And big thank to everyone who have joined us today. We hope you found the session useful and informative. And if you'd like to revisit the session or share it with others, the recordings are also available on our LinkedIn page and YouTube channel. So until then, take care, stay curious, and keep learning. See you all next time. And once again, thank you very much, sir.
Most welcome and thank you all. Thank you for joining in. Have a